Well, hello my friends, Jeff here again, and we are live here at Costco in Coral Springs, Florida. And today we're going to show you some of the latest items that are in, and some pretty good deals that have come up too. So we got some new stuff here in the Christmas aisle, and we've also got some housewares and remodeling stuff I wanted to show you here. So without any further ado, I'm going to come on over here to the first item here, and let me flip the camera around here for us. And so here we are. There's a couple of items here. This one I had showed you guys before a few weeks ago. I really love this sink here. This here is called the Trinity utility sink here, and this is made out of 304 stainless steel. So you see this right here? That's the highest quality stainless steel you can get. So whenever you see the 304, that's usually pretty good stuff. And so this is the utility sink, and what I like about this is, look at it, it's all stainless steel all the way to the bottom. Normally when you go to places like Home Depot, you get those crappy $30 plastic utility sinks that the legs fall apart, the thing's all wobbly, you know. This one here comes with this nice faucet on there already, and it's deep. This thing is nice and deep too. So this guy right now is on sale here until September 29th. So he's $239.99 normally, and they took $40 off. So you're paying about $200 for this. It's still, I mean, it's still a lot of money when you think about it. But to get a stainless steel beauty like this, I can guarantee you've never seen a sink like this one. You would see something like this in a hospital or a restaurant, maybe. Okay. And then, let's see. So, yeah, that's 50 bucks. Which one's 50 bucks off? The utility sink. Oh, no. See, that's, yeah, it was 50 bucks off. That's the Kohler one here. That's $40 off here, right next to it. So I'm going to show you this. So this is the Kohler right here. This is the pull-down kitchen faucet, and I like this because it has that real classy look to it, you know. And it pulls off. And is that a magnetic, or is it just? Yeah, I think it. I don't know if it is or not. I don't know if that's magnetic, but anyway, both of these are the same price. They're both $199 there. So pretty good deals right there, right off the bat. And let's see what else they got down here. They got this sink here. Well, we're still waiting to see this one drop in price. So I originally showed you guys this a couple of months ago here. This is still $299. It's called the Cater kitchen sink kit here. So it comes with the strainer here, and the big stainless steel strainer here on the bottom here. So that one's $299. So that would be a good one to wait for too. Some of the items here at Costco, you know, you just wait long enough and they drop the price on it here. Just like they did with this utility sink here, you know. But we showed you, you wait long enough and boom, before you know it, the price comes down $50 or so. So I wanted to come over here and show you this other couple of items here. This right here is the Yamaha powered gas pressure washer here. So this is a nice kit to get because it not only does it have the Yamaha engine, it's 3,100 PSI and 2.4 gallons per minute, which is really good because I usually tell people don't get anything below 3,000 PSI and don't get anything below like 2 gallons per minute. Otherwise, it's going to be useful. But what makes this kit even more useful is this includes this surface cleaner here. We usually call these whirly birds. These are the things that spin around. And this looks to be about maybe 14, 15 inches wide. So this is great for cleaning your sidewalks and driveways. Don't ever use the wand to clean your driveway. It's stupid. And I can't believe how many handymen that I see do this. And I'm not trying to cut down handymen in general, but I'm just saying the guys that I've seen that are doing it are handymen. And I just cringe when I see them doing it because they're just so stupid. So unbelievably stupid when you should be using this. And if you don't have this, then you shouldn't be doing it. See how it shows it in use here where they're cutting the swath there? So that's the way you should be doing it. So this is a pretty good deal here. This one right here is actually $299, so it's $50 off the normal price. So that's a pretty good deal there. Okay. And I'm still waiting for my DeWalt socket set here to go on sale here. They still haven't dropped the price yet, but we're hoping soon. So I wanted to show you. They actually have one sitting up here that's open. So let's take a look at under the hood here. I like this set here. It looks really nice the way everything's lined up in there, and they hold nicely too when you open open the thing here. They all snap in pretty good. So I'll give you a good look there. So I like this kit. It should be a pretty good kit. Still waiting for the price to drop though. Hasn't dropped yet. And this is pretty new here. They got this Titan 25-piece screwdriver set for $19.99. This one. It's got just about every possible screwdriver you'll ever need, including the larger sized one. And they're magnetic too, which is cool. And you got the little bitty guys as well. And then you got the little hook drivers. Those can really come in handy sometimes. So to get a set like this for 20 bucks, you can't beat that deal anywhere. Alright, and then, yeah, the Furman, this dual fuel here, this puppy's cold. So if you run out of gas, you can go right there and use your liquid propane and hook it up there. So that comes in handy if you ever run out of gas and the gas stations are closed, or they're run out of gas and they keep you cold beer long enough. Now, if you remember, this is the last one right here. This is the display one. What's up, Ariel? Hello, Ariel. So this display unit right here, this started out as $349 when they first got them in June. And then there was about a 1 week period about a month ago where they lowered it to $249. And then if you remember last week, I showed you it came back up to $349 again. And now this is the last one. Ooh, look at that, dudes. $225. That's why it pays sometimes to wait here at Costco. Like I said, don't get sucked in when, like, as soon as you see something hot and new in there, oh, I gotta have this, I gotta have it. If you just be patient and wait a month after they get them in, the price usually comes down. And if you saw our live broadcast from here in Costco a week ago, that gigantic sectional couch I showed you, gone. That thing I think started out at $1,700 and it was marked down to like $9.99 and it was gone. And then that 9-piece sectional, that wasn't a sectional, it was that 9-piece dining room table that was marked down from $9.99 down to $3.99, I think it was last week. That's gone. So 2 people got a real heck of a bargain. These 2 things they seem to have a hard time getting rid of. I actually bought a set of these. I'm going to be doing a video on it, hopefully in a couple of weeks. A tool review, so to speak, of it. These are collapsible lanterns. So there it is at full height, and there it is scrunched down. How long before the pressure washer comes down? Well, right now it's already down $50, so I don't know if they'll bring it down anymore. It could drop even further. We just don't know if they don't sell enough of them. I'm gonna walk right back by it again in a minute and see how big the pile is, because depending on how big the pile is and if they don't sell, they might reduce the price. These things I can't stand, and I can see why they're not selling them, but because they take 8D batteries. I mean, who the heck wants to put 8D batteries in one of these things? That's just ridiculous. We don't do that kind of stuff anymore. We do 3 or 4 AA batteries, and then that's it. There's no reason to be messing around with that. So I just can't understand why they keep trying to push those things on us. There's a new item here, actually 2. I wanted to warn you about this. And inherently, there's probably nothing really wrong with getting this kit. So you have this auto emergency kit here from Bridgestone. So it includes a tire inflator, little guy there. These little puck lights are kind of neat. I was going to order a set of these off of Amazon. I think you can get them really cheap. Those are really great little emergency lights to lay down on the road. But if you look at the booster cable, it says it's 8 gauge, 12 feet, may be a little short. I don't know. I always tell people to get 4 gauge because it's thicker and better. And then they're also not telling you the quality of the copper. So I have no idea how good the copper is. I prefer the 100% pure copper in 4 gauge. And my cables are 20 feet long. I get the Craftsman cables that cost $75. Now this whole kit here is $39.99. You can see that's the sign for it right there. So that's actually not a bad price. But you know what I'm predicting here? The minute you make the mistake of taking these cables out of this box, you're never going to get them back in there again. I don't know how the Chinese do it, man, but even sober, I can't get the cables to go back in and things like that. So let's see. They got this Black & Decker lithium flex auto vacuum here. This is kind of neat looking. Although I'm never really been a big fan of Black & Decker stuff here. So this is meant to be used as a car vac. And if we come back around to this power stroke here, yeah, I mean, they still got a lot of them here. They got 2, 4, 6, 8, and the floor model. So they got 9 of them here, and this is about how many they had even when they got these in before. So your guess is as good as mine if they're going to lower the price on that or even further. But I'm telling you right now, even at 50 bucks off, right, to get this thing at $2.99 is a really good deal. I forget what we saw. If you look at my live stream from Home Depot last Friday, we looked at a couple there, and their prices I think were in the 3s. I showed you some of the Christmas stuff that came in last week, and in case you missed it, I'll just show you the carousel real quick. This thing is really cool and very detailed. But they finally have the lights on this one. While there, can you tell me the price per pound of the brisket? Yeah, I'll go by the brisket there in a minute and take a look. But I love this thing here. Here, it looks like we're doing a drone flyover here of this village. This thing is awesome. They got that little train that goes into the cave there. I like that. On this thing here, this is $89.99. It's called Animated Winter Train Village with lights and music. And I gotta tell you, these LEDs look really cool on here. They're like these little tiny threads. Here comes the train again. And I like the spinning Christmas tree in the middle. I like my expert photography here on this. And then this is new too. They got this snowman. I think they call it a, I don't know if it was a greeter snowman, a greeter, but this is really cool. So this stands probably almost 2 feet tall, and it's made out of some kind of a composite plastic. This guy is $49.99, but I would like to see some of these. I bet if you wait a month or so, maybe they come down in price. I just don't know. I don't know. And we showed you guys this last week too. This is the Collapsible Snowman. So he's $119.99, and this is just probably one of the best Christmas displays they've ever had here. Back in 2005, I bought this awesome Christmas arbor in here. It was 350 bucks, and it was a big green metal arbor that went up in a big arch, and then there was a nutcracker on either side of it. I finally sold it at the end of our Christmas season last year for 200 bucks. And they finally got the lights on these guys here, on the deer with the sleigh here. So the deer with the sleigh is $169. Let me see what else they got. They got something new up here. Oh yeah, the rope lights. So this one is nice here, these rope lights. So these are $24.99. It's an 18-foot rope light. And it comes with a remote, and it looks like you can control all sorts of patterns and color. There's 8 color options. And there's all these different chase modes. So you can see it doing multi and chase, and you do green, red, blue, multi, clear. So this is a pretty versatile system here, and I would have killed to have something like this back in the day. If you guys go pull up my video tab, and you go pull up some of my videos from 2009 to 2011, you'll see the huge Christmas display we used to do at our house with 65,000 LED lights. And we used to get on the news, and the news used to broadcast from our front lawn like all the time, every Christmas. That was really cool. My girls kind of got older, so I kind of stopped doing that. But I used to come in here and wipe out all the Costco's and all the Sam's Clubs of every one of their boxes of LED lights the second they hit the store. So a lot of people in 2006 and 2007, a lot of people never even knew Costco had LED lights because we wiped them out. They were gone. We bought the entire supply. And they finally got the lights working on this one. This is the 12-foot tall artificial tree here. Look at this thing. And I like the fact that it's fairly narrow. It's maybe 4 feet wide at the base. And this one does 2 different schemes too. You can do clear, or what they call warm white, or multi on these. And let me see, did they show the, oh yeah, this one's $5.99 right there. It's all pre-lit. And it looks to me like it probably goes on in a few different sections. Yeah. So you put 5 different sections together there. Very similar to the ones in Sam's Club. So if you saw my live stream yesterday from Sam's Club, you can go look at that on our videos tab. And they have probably their best Christmas section they ever had in their history. You'll be amazed at the stuff that I showed you yesterday. You got to go see that, especially that gigantic hanging jellyfish thing from the ceiling. Oh, that was incredible. Your kids would love that. So here's a smaller tree here. This is a 9-footer, and it does the same thing, clear or multi. And this is $3.99. And then they have a smaller tree yet. This is the 7.5-footer, and this has just the perfect shape to it. Absolutely perfect shape. Let me see, how many LEDs are on this one? Does it say? 700 LEDs are on this one. And that's okay. My rule of thumb is I always like to have 200 lights per foot. So really you should have 1,400 lights. I mean, it looks okay, but I think it would look better. So what you could do is supplement this with some of the micro LEDs. So if you go to Sam's Club, I showed you yesterday at their Christmas section, there's some micro LEDs which were really, really nice. The micro LEDs are cool because they're like 1/5 the size of these bulbs. So when you wrap them around inside there, they look like little twinkling stars. They're incredible. Very incredible. And just in case you didn't catch our broadcast last week, here's the other village they got here. This is a 30-piece Christmas village with lights and music. Although this one's not powered up. They should have had it powered up. They really should have. Because I think when you dazzle people with the lights, they tend to want to buy them. So there's the box it comes from. Lights came with the tree. Yes, all 3 of those trees are pre-lit, as are these wreaths over here. So the these wreaths are pretty nice. Let me see. These are 1.5 meters, 60 inches, and they come pre-lit. So right now it's showing a demo mode that shows you the 2 ways you can have it, either clear or multi, and you could probably make it go constant between the 2 like they're showing it now. Let me see if it shows there was a listing of color modes. I thought I saw it last week, but I don't see it here on the box. No. Yeah, they're not showing the color modes. So all of these, the wreath and the trees, are all pre-lit. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to wrap the lights or anything. They're already attached onto them. So yeah, so this village, $99, and then they've got the hand-painted nativity scene right here. I don't know why they keep shifting it around. This thing was just over here and 90 degrees away last week, and they moved it over here. So this one, the nativity scene, the 13-piece set, this one is $89.99. So this was here last week. The carousel was here last week. I don't know if these were here last week. These are really cool. I'm going to show you this in a minute. This is a sleeping bag. So the kids would love, the young kiddies would love to get something like that. Okay. So they've got that here. I'll show you the price in a second. They've got these 16-inch squishmallows. 16-inch, very soft. Very, very soft and plush. So these are the things, these are called slumber bags. So you get, that looks like a bear. You can get a unicorn, a multicolored teddy bear. And so these bags here, these slumber bags, are $26.99. That's what it looks like on the back, hanging up there. Those are really cool. And they got in also a bunch of new Lego stuff now. So you get the Lego City pickup and the caravan and the cargo. This one's cool here, the truck with the helicopter. And you get some of these here too. These are all $21.99. And they got Lego Friends. That's $22.99. And there's an Advent one. I think this might be the Advent one here. I'm not sure. There was one of them here that they had Advent on it. Then VTech has a little watch here for the kids. Smartwatch. This is $39.99. So they have a one for the boys. That was the boys one that I showed you right here. Or the high-tech black. And then the one for the girls is pink. So this is new. This was not here last week at all. So these are $39.99. And these have a 1.4-inch color touchscreen. They'll take videos and recordings and dual cameras for photos as well. That's pretty cool. And you can put on customizable watch face. So these are really cool here for the kiddies. $39.99. And the 1500 piece, yeah, they've had these since the summer. This is really cool if you just want to get some raw amounts of Legos here, you know. And hey, if you're pissed off at your husband or your wife, you can get a bunch of these, right, and just dump them out on the bed, on the floor around the bed. So when they wake up in the morning, that would be funny. So here we go. Here's another Lego Friends one here. This is Andrea's pool party, and it's $37.99. So this will keep your kids busy for quite some time there. Here's some more of those steep furniture discounts I was telling you about. Okay, so you see these two chairs on the table here? This set, I first showed you from a live stream in June at a Costco in Fort Myers, and they were, I think, $350 at the time. They were marked down to like $299 before for the longest time, and now just since last week, they've dropped it down to $199 for these two. So like I said, man, look, it's basically $150 less than it was just 2 months ago. If you just be patient a little while and wait these things out, you know. That's the strategy for saving the most amount of money at Costco. Don't buy it as soon as you see it hit the floor. So here's the Lego Creator twin rotor helicopter. This one is $44.99. Man, these guys must be swimming in cash, because like $45 for a couple of pieces of plastic. Holy moly. All right, so now we got this Batman here. This is a Fisher-Price Laugh and Learn. Oh, that was this thing here. This the Batman is $17.49. Yeah, so he's missiles attached to the car and everything. See if I can show it without the glare. There's the Batmobile. And then here you got this for $20 here. You got this deluxe wooden town and vehicle set. This is kind of cool here. So the kiddies can play with it. They got a whole street and a town going there. You got a massive Play-Doh set here for $19.99. So these are all great if you want to get a jump on picking up angel tree gifts. If you guys do that kind of stuff, like the donated gifts for the poor kids. I know at our church, every year, the whole congregation, we all get a list of kids whose parents are in jail or incarcerated. And there would be no way for them to have gifts or anything unless, you know, people bought them for them. So that's what I usually do to maximize it. I come in here, and when they want an educational toy, sometimes they'll have them here. And, you know, sometimes you can get like these gigantic Matchbox gift sets here that would just blow their mind. Because, you know, they're thinking they're getting one Matchbox car, and they get a whole box of them. Like this thing here. If somebody says they want a Disney princess thing, you get them one of these here, and they got the whole dang set there, and it's $20 right there. So that's really the way to do it, and how to maximize your gift giving. So here's some Disney princess baby dolls. These are always popular every year. And yeah, they do still have one more of this couch left. See, they got it down to $12.99. This was $1,700 when they first got it in a few months ago. This gigantic sectional. So it's already down $500 from the price that it originally was posted at back in June. And I think we showed this one last week too. This is $149. This is this Grand Estate dollhouse. This thing is like 4 or 5 feet tall. And I showed you one at Sam's Club yesterday too. If you go back and look at our live streams from Sam's Club yesterday. Very similar one, but I think this one probably is a little better, a little more refined. They've gotten some Avengers in here. This is $25 for the Avengers pack here. And let's see, what else we got? Is it the same Avengers on this side? Yeah, same Avengers there. Here you go, Hot Wheels Stunts. So here's what I was just talking about right here. See these Hot Wheels here, this whole kit? And this is $19.99. I mean, if you were to go into, like, you know, when Toys R Us was around, pay full retail, I mean, I can't even imagine how much this thing would cost in there. But, you know, you get some kid whose family can't afford to get him a gift, and you get him something like that, boy, he'll be one happy camper. For sure. And let's see, what do we got here? These are kind of cool. Rockin' Rover and the Bionic Plane. This is a STEM product. So these are Techno Gears, and it's a 2-pack set for $19.99. So you get both of these for 20 bucks here. And then here's a Paw Patrol car for 99 bucks that the kids can ride in. Top speed 2.5 miles an hour. It's a 6-volt rechargeable battery. This thing looks really cool. That's one of the cheaper electronic cars that I've ever run into, for sure. And you got these Star Wars battle drones here. These are $29.99. And now we're getting into the more traditional, Tonka. So all the Tonka trucks and everything, these are all $19.99. You can get a police car, fire engine, tow truck, and a garbage truck. I'm gonna have to get some of these here. Now, if you saw me yesterday, I picked up a Lamborghini one over at Sam's Club, but I like these little ones too. I want to line these on the bookshelf behind my desk because on my other channel, if you guys have seen our other channel called carbuyingtips.com, where we've been online since 1999. We're a consumer advocate website that teaches you everything about buying cars, leasing cars, selling, buying used cars, and avoiding all the scams and everything. So we like to shoot videos with me at the desk, and I want to have some of these cars behind me and some colored lights behind them, so I might pick up this. This is $17.99. I might wait a few weeks and see if it drops down or something. Then I got these science exploration kits here. 6-book library, virtual reality. So these are, sometimes the kids will ask for certain educational toys here. And then here you got the $14.99 die-cast cars. The one I've got my eye on here is the Ferrari. This is the 458 Especial right here. See that guy? Oh yeah. Oh baby. And is that the Ford GT? Yep. The 2017 Ford GT. Now, I was at Barrett-Jackson auction earlier this year because I go for our carbuyingtips.com site all the time, and we cover that and show videos from the auction. The 2019 version of the Ford GT was unbelievable. Incredible car. I might have to come back and get both of these two. And what have we here? The Lamborghini Centenario. That's that newer one. Man, so they got some pretty good. They chose wisely this time. Sometimes when they get these in, they get these models of just regular plain cars, and I'm like, oh, why would they even pick that one? So now coming over here to some of the more expensive and learning stuff here you got some thinking puzzles. These are pretty cool. These are $18.99, and these look kind of like a pyramid maze, an infinity twist, a cannonball, and a 12-point star. These are kind of like different takes on Rubik's Cube, I guess. These are cool here, magformers. So these are intelligent, magnetic. You need some rechargeable batteries. Sally wants rechargeable batteries. I gotta see if they got some over here. I'm not too far from them. Then you got these Pokemon tin cans here, 3-pack assortment for 25 bucks. And Paw Patrol is real popular with the really young kids. $14.99, and I love this, dudes. I had a Rector set when I was a kid, but they didn't have anything like this, man. Look at this. Engineering and robotics. So this is for 10 years old. Where is this? This is the Costco in Coral Springs, Florida. So, yeah, so this race car erector set thing is $38.99. Wow, 343 parts and tools included. So check, because, you know, Costco does get a lot of the same items all throughout. So they may have it in your area too. Now this is cool here too. The little Stanley kids play set here, the 6-piece tool set. This is 20 bucks. They had a very similar one at Sam's Club yesterday. If you look and see our live stream from yesterday, you can pull up the videos tab and go look on there, and you'll see it from yesterday. It'll probably be our latest, the last video that's on there. But they had a Bosch equivalent of that for a Bosch toolkit. Here you go, here, dudes. I love this thing. 84 ammo balls. This is the Power Popper, and it's $14.99. So this thing's a good deal. And look at this thing here. Equips 4 players with Laser X real-life laser gaming experience. So this one here is 200-foot range. Comes with a blaster and a receiver vest. batteries included, and it's $49.99. That would be kind of fun to play. So let's walk around over here and see if they got any decent deals on those batteries. Now, if you're going to get rechargeable ones, I'd probably go for lithium ion. But let's see if they got any here. It's not on that aisle. I see where they're at. They're right over here. So here's the regular Duracell. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, they're kind of sparse on the batteries this time here at this particular Costco. Sometimes at Home Depot I've seen the rechargeable batteries though. You might get them there. And one other thing I wanted to point out that I saw here earlier was the Apple iTunes cards. $95 for $100 worth. It's like, not groundbreaking, but it's better than most places you go to. You're paying full price. And I showed you at Sam's Club, I bought a couple of months ago in August. Last month, actually. They had a deal going one day where they were 15% off. So anyway, there's another look at the whole Christmas section there. Oh yeah, we were going to go take a look at the briskets. I want to see what they've got going with the briskets. They had some at Sam's Club when I was there yesterday. And by the way, if you guys are not aware of this, at Sam's Club a couple of months ago, they finally started to carry prime grade meat. And if you guys don't know what that is, you have your regular USDA choice grade is what they normally sell in the stores. And prime grade is the top 5% of meat in the whole U.S. Okay, so, and it has better marbling patterns. So let me see, I'm going to look for this brisket. Here's prime grade right here. So if you look at this prime grade, see the marbling pattern is a lot better. It's more consistent throughout the steak there. And what that does is it renders itself a lot better when it cooks. So your meat is more moist and tender. And then when you come back over here and look at your regular USDA choice, there's like no marbling in the middle of the meat there. And it might be leaner, and some people think, well, it might be healthier, but it's going to be drier and tougher as well when it cooks. All right, so let's see what we got for briskets. Brisket. Coming right over here. Beef brisket flat. So most of these are about 9 pounds, and they're $6.49 a pound. So this one right here is like $60, basically. So they try to keep them between about 8 and 10 pounds a piece. And these are USDA choice. I don't think I saw one over there that was on the prime grade. That would be even better, man. Probably be a lot more expensive. So yeah, most of the steaks here are in the $6 to $7 to $8 a pound range here. So let me come back here and check a price here on a USDA choice on like a strip steak here. Ribeye. No, these are $9.49 for the ribeyes. But if you come over here to the prime grade, you can see they're $17.99. So they are like double the price. They do have a prime grade tenderloin. No, that's choice. I know I've seen them here before. I've bought them here before. They're a lot. They're like $100. Like here's one here. Here's a top loin. So this would be for doing like a New York strip steak. And if you really want the best way to cook these, you cook it whole out on the barbecue grill. Low and slow. You cook it at maybe 200 degrees for a few hours there until the temperature's right in the middle. And then you slice it into the individual steaks. And that's how you get the absolute juiciest steak ever. So that's why a lot of times, instead of buying the tenderloins all cut up like this, I'll buy it as the entire log and cook it out on the grill. And then by the time you slice it, it's like butter. It's like butter. You can't do any better than that, folks. So yeah, here's our whole brisket section there. So about $6.49 a pound is what we're looking at paying for those briskets. Now there was one other section we wanted to take a look at here. And there's always that one time every year where I come into Costco and I get totally grossed out when I have to come in and endure these things. See these here. Ugh. And the fruitcakes too. It's like, do people actually buy these and eat these? Same thing with fruitcakes. If anybody ever gives me a fruitcake, I'm going to kill them. You know? There's probably the same can of fruitcakes circulating around the country for the last 50 years. It keeps getting re-gifted. So they got some baklava here. This is $11.69. That stuff I never really understood either. Here you got some nice pastries here. These are puff pastries. These are $9.99. And when you look at them, they're filled with cream and stuff. These look, oh, they look really good. I'm gonna have to partake on these sometime. And then for $12.99, you get your standard traditional. We used to get these all the time. These Danish butter cookies. I always like the tin can designs that they come in. And they have very similar ones here with the round cans here. These are $12.99. La Grande Galette. I don't know how you pronounce that. French butter cookies. These look really good, man. I'm hungry. I'm getting hungry just looking at all these things here. And of course the Walker Shortbread collection. Now this is real thick and deep. This is $11.99 here. And this is the one I always like. We just go crazy over these. My girls love these things, man. Those are just so incredibly delicious. And what we got around the side here? Oh, we got our Roca collections here. And the Roca is actually on sale, $3 off right now. So let me show you the sign here. Okay. This is another really good one here. This Belgian luxury chocolates here. This one is $13.99. And so they come in like these things right here. I like this. And then I'll let you open it to see. But basically, there's a picture of what it looks like inside. Yeah, there's primo stuff there, folks. It's got Christmas written all over it. And these goudrons, look at these things here, man. These are $12.99. I like how they have they show you all the different chocolate pieces that come in there. Godiva's really dumb with their marketing. They don't always show you everything. So, these are, yeah. So each one of these boxes has all of these in it. These are $12.99. And then here's the Godiva ones. Now this is one of the rare ones that actually shows what's inside. But they don't really describe it. So I don't know if they're filled with anything or what these are. And then they got, of course, the masterpieces from Godiva. And another Christmas standard here, the Ferrero Rocher. So the Ferrero Rochers are $12.49. These little Godiva bags here are $8.59. And of course the gigantic Toblerones. Holy cow, these things. Man, it feels heavy in your hand too, you know. $7.99. You could use these and do workouts with them. All right. And we got Truffles. These are $5.49. I don't even know how they make money on these at that price there. And you know what? They lowered the price. I'm looking at this lamp here. Is this the same size one that's over here, or is this the smaller one? I know they had two sizes of this. This lamp is $20. That's incredible because these were like $70 when they first got them in. So you can see that it looks to me like not one single one has sold. They got these in back in June, guys, all right? And they're still sitting here unsold. So, man, what a bargain that is if anybody ever wanted to partake on that one. And, of course, you have your Lindors here. These are $10.99 for these bags here. The Lindors. And, hey, let me ask you. If I was to open this up and just start sucking the booze out of this, you think anybody would get mad at me? So these are always one of my favorites here. And we got the gingerbread houses. These are $9.99 here. All right. So there's the whole Christmas food section right next to the whole Christmas display section there. And so I wanted to remind you also that tomorrow night we're premiering at 8 p.m. our latest video on how to repair your air conditioner when it stops blowing air. So we had a unit that the outside compressor part, you could hear it humming. It was trying to come on. It was going like, but it wasn't blowing. The big fan outside just was not blowing. So we show you how to repair that, how to change the big capacitor there on that. So that premieres tomorrow night. You definitely don't want to miss that, because that happens to quite a few people, especially here in Florida. And it always happens on the hottest day of the year, too. So you want to make sure you don't miss that one. And make sure you check out our previous videos on our video tab there as well. And I think we have pretty much everything covered here as far as what we wanted to cover today. So I wanted to thank each and every one of you for tuning in with us today and shopping with us here at Costco. And I hope you found this video useful. And if you do, if you like our tours here that we do here at Costco and Sam's Club and Lowe's and Home Depot, hey, go ahead and give us a thumbs up down below, right? And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, why haven't you? Make sure you click on that subscribe button down below and then click on the gray bell icon right next to it, and that will alert you every time we upload a new video. All right, and I'm going to leave you with this last look here of our beautiful Christmas section here at our local Costco. And thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you look for our premiere tomorrow night, and we will see all of you all on the next one. Have a great week, folks.